Hey, happy Tuesday, Coach Mark here. We're going to talk about warming up, how best to properly warm up. And yes, believe it or not, Florida gets cold. And you're like, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Check this out. Now, mind you, I'm in North Florida, but can you see that? 46 degrees. That's from the car. It's about literally 45, 46. And you're like, that's not cold. Well, it is here. 46 is cold. So listen. Of course, when it's cold and you're going to go exercise, you need to warm up just to get your body warm up. But just in general, for any kind of warm up before any kind of activity. And let me just preface this by saying I'm specifically talking to you busy parents over 40, right? You're pressed for time. You got a full schedule. You got, a house to take care of and maybe a business to run and kids to drive around and all those things. And you're like, Mark, I got no times to warm up. Well, you need to, because what can happen is if you don't warm up properly, you can get injured. And when you get injured, especially if you're starting on the right path, this being the new year, January, and you're thinking to yourself, you know what? I only got like 20, 30 minutes. Well, you're going to do yourself a favor and warm up properly. Why? Because if you get injured, you're not going to be able to work out. And it's simple. Warm up, make sure your body is prepared for exercise, and that could be anything. If you're going for a bike ride, if you're going to the gym, if you're doing a workout in your living room, if you're going to play tennis, you're going to go surf, whatever it is. When you get older, trust me, when you get older, you need to warm up. Man, you might have been able to get, when your body's metabolism, when we were in our 20s, when it's just on fire all the time, our body kind of still is warm all the time. Well, you still need to warm up, but even more so as we get older and as our body gets tighter, our muscles change, our muscles start to break down, they start to wear out. We got to take the time to properly exercise. And listen, it's not that hard. First off, I'm going to share with you kind of a myth. A lot of times, you think, well, should I just do your basic stretch, reach down and hold, reach down and touch my toes and stretch here and hold the stretch? Well, that is a type of stretching, but ideally you want to do something that's going to prep your body. Also, if you're warming up, if you're like going to the gym and you have access to a treadmill, don't just walk on the treadmill. Yes, you can get warm, but if you're going to do an upper body workout, warm up with some upper body things. So I can tell you this, when you're warming up for working out. Now, again, I'm speaking to you peeps, my peeps out there in your 40s and 50s, right? Put the hat on. If you got no hair up top, that'll help keep you warm, right? But also, I'm going to highly suggest that you learn how to do some foam rolling. Now, you might have heard of it, and I'm not going to get into all the details. But what I love about foam rolling, it's a really great way to warm up your muscles in your body. It's a great tool to help kind of get your mobility, getting your body to move. So if you're at a desk job and you go to the gym and you start hitting the weights, if you've been sitting in the desk, chances are your body's not going to move as well as it could. Can it move? Probably. And will it move? I'm sure. But you want to move optimally. You're going to want to get on that foam roller. Most gyms have them. They're about $20. You can buy them for your home. I highly recommend anybody, even if you're under 40. Shoot, if you're 39, if you're 35, if you're 30, I wish I actually used a foam roller, really learned how to use a foam roller. It wasn't until really in my middle 30s when I started working with golfers that I really understood the importance of foam rolling. So you can go look it up. It's a mobility tool. It's really called the poor man's massage tool. And I'll tell you what, if you get your body prepped, that's a great way to get your body prepped. Now, as far as stretching, like, Mark, that's not stretching. That's kind of like massage. Well, when you roll out, you don't have to spend hours and hours, literally 5-10 minutes. You go over it like a rolling pin. Think of it like a rolling pin. Getting your body moving. That's going to be super, super helpful. In fact, I just finished doing a video for my coaching clients. We ran through all the foam roller routines. And listen, if you have no idea, yeah, of course you can Google and YouTube it, but maybe your body, certain areas of your body is not appropriate to do a foam roller. So don't expect to get all the kind of advice like my coaching clients that come into my program get, because we specify. Because some people can't get down on the ground to roll out, and have others who are super mobile and don't really need it, and they use it for more after the workout. So there's lots of ways to use a foam roller. So that's the foam rolling. As far as stretching goes, what another tip, this is kind of a secondary tip. One of the things that you can do, of course, you got your hat on, you're getting warm, you get out of a cold Jeep right now. Did I mention to you? 46 freaking degrees. It's 46 degrees. Okay, it only gets that way for about 4 days out of the year, so I'm not going to bitch too much. But anyway, back to the stretching. When you're stretching, you can do a number of things. If you go and do weights, you can go through your workout and go slowly through your workout. Maybe go light reps just to move your body through the range of motion that you're going to do in your exercise. You could do the stretching that maybe you learned back, in middle school or in high school when you were on, the football team or the soccer team. Here's the thing. I want you to do those stretches, but I want you to not hold them very long. In fact, what we call is just basically a hold and relax, a hold and relax. Really, literally, it's like what we call dynamic flexibility and dynamic flexibility. Not going to go into that. It's a whole nother training in itself. You can look that one up as well, or you can reach out and you can learn it from me personally, and you can learn specifically what you need based on where you're at, based on maybe some of the injuries that you've developed over the years. Maybe it's an old football injury. You got a, rotator cuff injury that you've been dealing with. And now it's coming up because you maybe haven't been taking care of it. And now it's time. You have the time, or even if you don't, if you don't take care of it now, it's only going to get worse. And you're going to be that guy in the sling, with the shoulder surgery. It takes like a year to recover. Trust me, you don't want to go anywhere near there. So listen, the best way to warm up, the number one way to warm up is to warm up, right? Don't skip it. Don't skip it, please. Just whatever you do, don't skip the warming up. It's so important. And again, even if you're not quite sure what you're doing, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. You don't have to come in my coaching program. Just shoot me a message. Tell me what you're doing. Say, hey, Mark, I play tennis. What should I do for a good warm up beforehand? Hey, Mark, I hit the gym and I kind of just get on the treadmill because I see everybody do that before I hit the weights. Do you have a better suggestion? Yes, I do. Reach out and we'll talk about it. All right. Take care. I hope this helps. Happy Tuesday, Teachable Tuesday. I hope it was beneficial to you. Let me know if you jump on a foam roller. If you got any questions, that's it. We'll see you later.